said, what's up, man?
Coolin', man.
You know what I want to hear, right?
What you want to hear?
Baby!
I got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, it's born like this.
Yo! Welcome to another episode of the Buffet Boys. You know what it is? It's episode 54. We back for that ass. It's a great weekend. We got Grammy weekend shit. We got Trump's dumbass, Quincy Jones, finger popping 23-year-olds in fucking Cairo.
Why are you giving the lineup?
You feel me? We got a bang up show. Yo, you know what it is? It's your boy, the Salvadoran sensation, Eb. And as always with me, it's my main man, 100 Grand, the Hotep hustler himself, Mr. Kodak Brown, Mr. 32 Savage, the best import coming out of Mexico. Mr. Stole Your Girl gave it right back because I told you last week, Valentine's Day is coming and I got to save this bread, boo. You feel me? I got a niece to feed. Yo, it's my main man, Vic. What's poppin', Vic?
Yo, Ed, what is going on, man?
Hey, listen, man, they say it's me. Just popping, man. It was a great week. Glad to be back, and I feel like we have a bang up show, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, there's been so much just wild shit that happened this week. I'm kind of excited for this week, man.
Are you excited, Vic?
Mm-hmm. But before we get to that, Ed, but man, how's your week, man? How's your weekend been going? How's your week been going? Because we're a little late this week, but
hey, listen, man, it was all right. Weekend was all right. Worked and all that good shit. Okay. I ripped my fucking toenail, so that's why I've been out. Part of the reason why we're late. That's probably why we're late. Yeah, man, this shit was one of the most excruciating pains I've ever felt in my entire life. Blood and just pain, man. That shit was so whack. I hated it.
And hated crying Eb.
Crying bitch. Crying Eb. Me. Just on the floor, curled up. Yo, that shit is no joke, yo. And you know what? I'm a fairly tall guy, and I'm a big dude too. So like bending down to fucking clean the shit, man. No fucking joke, dog. I thought I was going to have a heart attack just trying to clean my toes, dog.
I thought you were going to say it took a while for the pain to get to your brain, dog.
No, man. That's like, I remember people used to be like, because one of my fears is heights.
How's the weather up there?
Yeah. But that's the thing. One of my fears is heights. And so when I tell people, I'm like, yo, one of my fears is heights. And they're like, really? And you're so tall? Like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm not 35 stories tall. What the fuck is wrong with you? What do you think? You think I can fucking see over everything? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not a giraffe. Come
what
on.
Kind of dumb ass people are you hanging around? Like,
dog, I've had that before. Like, do you have any fears? I'm like, yeah, one of my fears is spiders, as you well know, Vic. And the other one is heights.
Flying insects. Flying
roaches, to be exact. Okay? I know it's in my DNA, but nah, fuck all of that. Listen, all them Central American countries, you can keep that. That and the hood, you can keep that there because I don't fuck with flying. I don't like mosquitoes. It is what it is. But flying roaches, I'll lose my mind, Vic. You want to see if you want to see the bitch.
I've seen it.
If you want to see the bitch,
freak out.
If you want to see the bitch run down the back of my spine, throw a flying roach at me and watch what happens. Watch what happens.
Like I've never seen you move before, dog.
Yo, I'm out here doing shuttle runs. I'm doing everything. Swim moves. I don't give a fuck who's in front of me. Babies, pregnant women, you can get it too. Let that motherfucker eat you. You're not eating me, flying roach. But yeah, man, that's how my weekend pretty much went. Just trying to tend to my busted toe. But what about you?
Man, you know what, Eb? I caught up on a bunch of movies that I've been wanting to see, man.
Yeah.
I watched what I watched. I watched I,
Tonya.
Ooh,
you finally saw I, Tonya.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me that movie wasn't dope.
Good.
Yeah.
It was real good. I also watched John Wick that I've been putting off for a long time. I don't know what was wrong with me. That movie is fire. In my opinion, I might like Keanu more in that than I did in The Matrix.
Do you like him more in this than you did in Point Break?
Nah, because Point Break, that's my shit. That's my jam.
You know what's crazy is a lot of people say that Point Break is a whack movie, and I'm like, that's probably one of the best cult classics ever. I mean, it's a bad movie, but it's a really good bad movie, if that makes any sense.
It's funny that you say that because, like, one of my good friends, when I first met her, we were talking about like really shitty movies that I like. Yeah. And I was like, you got to watch Point Break. If you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. And if I didn't get a text saying this movie is fucking garbage, like, I almost flipped out. When I got this text, I was like, nah.
You can't be friends no more.
I don't know if we can be friends. You don't like Point Break? What the fuck
is wrong with you? Damn.
But yeah, man, I watched a lot of movies. I caught up on The Chi. The Chi is actually really dope.
Still trying to catch that. I'm still trying to catch that.
Showtime. You gotta catch it, man. It's real good. But yeah, pretty low key, man. Pretty low key. Getting ready for the Super Duper Bowl this weekend.
Oh, that's right. It is this weekend, huh? Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck. Who you got in the Super Bowl, Vic?
Man, I mean, who do I want or who am I putting my money on?
Well, I guess I know the answer to that.
Yeah. I think the Patriots are gonna win, and it hurts me to say, but I hope something happens, man. I hope there's some kind of miracle and they don't win, but that's unlikely.
Wow. Well, I just hope it's a good game. I don't hope. Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm kind of torn. Like I told you last week, I really wouldn't mind seeing Tom Brady get folded like a fucking lawn chair. But I don't want the Eagles to win solely on the fact that their fans are on some sucker shit. Straight up sucker shit. And I don't want to see sucker ass fans win and go crazy. But then again, the Patriots are suckers.
You're acting like the Patriots don't got sucker ass fans.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, it's like St. Tommy boy over there.
Oh
Fuck
God.
that. I can't.
On that guy's nuts, man. All them little Eastie boys or whatever they're called, just on that guy's nuts. Hey, Tommy Terrific. Hey.
Just that nickname is enough to make me hate every Patriots fan. Yeah, Tommy Terrific.
Real. Like if you knew somebody in high school named Tommy Terrific, you'd probably give him a wedgie. Like straight up, you'd be like, "Yo, fuck out of here." But yeah, man, did you read the story? I guess some super stans of Boston, they're on a radio show and they were interviewing Tom Brady, and they said something to the effect about his daughter being like a crybaby or some shit like that, and he just straight hung up on him. It was like, "Yo, you ain't gonna be talking shit about my daughter." I was like, "Damn, that's how bad fans in Boston are, man. Like fans in Boston are almost as bad as fans in Philly." They're just like, even the people, even the guy, the god Tom Brady that you would probably suck his dick just to like talk to him for 10 minutes. You still talking shit, no matter what. They don't even know. No, they're like, fuck that. Nah, we don't play by those rules. We play by our rules. Boston rules. We love the hard ER. We love the hard ER on this side of town.
Oh, damn.
You know what it is. Don't front, big. Keep it funky. They love themselves some Ben Affleck, and they love themselves a hard ER.
Yeah, I ain't gonna touch that one. But man, let's get into our show, man.
Let's get into it.
We have so much to get into.
Let's get into it.
Where do you want to start?
First one, man. Listen, I think we just need to knock it out. Let's get it out the way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just like I hope that one day we can get this fucking state out of the way.
Oh shit!
All right, you know what this is, yo. Florida was literally named the worst state in the nation in a new poll and ranking that came out. And I, for one, when you told me and when I read it, I'm like, how is this news? Like, I feel like they've been the leading MVP, and they're like the LeBron of the United States for being the worst state. They're just at the top.
Even if they're not number one, they're in the finals for sure.
Yeah, always.
For sure. Every year.
Them and Michigan, apparently.
Oh, man. So, you know what? But I have a soft spot in my heart for Michigan, man. They've been through a hard time. It used to be a great city in Detroit, and it's rough out there.
Apparently, Michigan ranked number 1, and Florida ranked number 50?
50.
Yo, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. It's the East,
Wait a
the Pacific
second.
Division, the Central Division.
Nah,
hold on.
what is
Does
going on? We're
does
messing up here.
Does Boogie play for the Pelicans? No. Hold on. Who got traded? Point is, all you got to know is that Florida is ranked the worst state in the nation. And again, I don't know how this is news.
Agree.
How is this news?
Man, that's not news to me. That's not new to me for sure. But it surprised me that they rank some of the states that I would expect. Like California was like 6 or something. And let's keep it straight, because this list was compiled by the Thrillist.
Whatever. Hey, listen, I'll give it to them.
They got one thing right, the number 50. Now, everywhere else in between is kind of questionable.
Kind of sketchy.
But they got 50 right. And you know how we like talking shit about Florida. There's everything bad. Fucking Limp Bizkit came out of Florida.
God.
If you don't know who Limp Bizkit is,
don't worry about it.
happy.
You don't need to know who Limp Bizkit is.
Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. You'll fucking regret it.
You don't want to do that. Yeah, man. Listen, you know, it's funny. I'm like, yo, I would trade Puerto Rico for Florida in a heartbeat.
Yes, instantly. But Eb, okay, so we're only going to touch on that for a second. But speaking about trades, the worst franchise, in my opinion, in the history of sports.
In the history of sports, calm the fuck down. Listen, I'm not even going to jump out the window with you on that one.
Franchise in the history of sports, in my opinion.
Okay, not even the Browns?
The Clippers.
God.
Nah, not even the Browns. Even the Browns.
Okay.
Nah, anyway, they just made probably one of the worst trades I think I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, for real.
Like, this is worse than Kwame Brown for, what's his face?
It doesn't matter, dog. Kwame Brown was traded to the Lakers for anybody.
For a sack of potatoes or a fucking dribbling cone. It's too much.
A one-eyed cone. Yeah, man.
But the Clippers just traded your main man, Ed, Blake Griffin.
Yo, man, the light-skinned assassin. I don't get how a team gave up arguably the best player that they've ever had in franchise history, because because apparently Doc Rivers is this fucking mastermind, because he won one championship with, at the time, a big three that was kind of unheard of at the time. And then now you're going to let go of, for sure, your best player now at the current moment in Blake Griffin. The Clippers made probably one of the most shocking trades that, in my opinion, has in a long while. Because how do you give, like, you have nobody. you are resting. You got DJ. You got DJ, and DJ don't want to be there. Like, DJ must be so mad right now. Like, DJ must feel like, yo, you guys fucking bamboozled the shit out of me. I was about to get paid in Dallas. I was about to have they were literally going to name the arena after me and give me buku money, and there's no taxes. And you guys started crying like some hoes. So I came back and I fronted on this other team just to get dismantled in fucking 3 years. And the worst part about this also is, yo, they gave up Blake Griffin for like fucking magic cards, Vic. Like, they gave this guy up for like nothing, for like bubble gum and a pack of cigarettes.
Seriously, it's like a couple like second round picks and like
a first round pick, a second round pick.
Yeah, some nobody player that nobody wants. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
And with Detroit, like, you could have made a better trade with someone else.
Again, yes, you can get. I don't know. You can get a lot for Blake Griffin.
You can get something for Blake Griffin.
I think you can get a lot for him. Like, as much as I don't like them and as much as I don't like him, he's a good player. So to get fucking bamboozled and
they didn't get bamboozled.
Get the wool pulled over your eye, it's something. I don't know what happened.
Damn.
Like I said, it could only be the Clippers. I'm telling you, even worse than the Browns. It's the worst sports organization I think I've in the history of sports.
Yeah, and the worst part about it is they never even told Blake Griffin that he was getting traded. He found out through Twitter that he was getting traded. Like, what kind of fucking franchise? And this guy literally put you on the map. Him and Chris Paul together put you guys on this pedestal where, let's keep it funky, no one ever thought they were going to win a championship, even when they were, at their best. Mm-hmm. But at the very least, you were in those talks. Like, you ain't going to be sniffing 8th round, which you know what, Vic? All that means is that's just another lane for the Lakers to creep on into the 10th spot. Gang. Yeah, now that Lonzo's out the paint.
Oh, God.
But Blake Griffin went to the Pistons, which sucks balls. Because if someone told me, like, you're going to Detroit, I'd be like, nah. Well, hold on, wait. Hold on. Wait, hold on, dog. I'm out here doing Kia commercials on Sunset. You gonna send me to Detroit?
What am I
gonna do in Detroit?
What are my retirement options?
Seriously, man, they need to get that guy a fucking mansion out there. Because imagine going from Los Angeles, dating a Kardashian, living the life, to now you're gonna go to cold ass Detroit to play for Steve Van Gundy and to play with Andre Drummond.
No thanks.
Yeah, at his press conference, like he was like, he was out here talking that spicy shit. Like, I'm glad that I'm with a team that actually wants me. But you can see it in his face, Vid. He's like, Detroit.
I wish it was another team that wanted me.
Detroit, like, y'all, what y'all got to do out here in Detroit? We get to watch the Pistons. Oh shit!
Damn, that's me. That's me now.
We got Motown.
Yeah, barely. But man, it's I don't know, man. That's a funny way to go back to irrelevancy.
Yeah, man. I feel so bad.
You know what I really think? I mean, the first thing that crossed my mind is maybe they really are going to move to Seattle and become the Sonics
Pistons? Again. Oh, the Clippers.
The Clippers.
Yeah, they need to. They need to. They know this is Lakers town. Like, you can't front on 16 rings, Vic. You can't. You can't. Like, there's no way. All the banners and all the selfies that they put up there, you can't. If Taylor Swift has a banner up and you don't, that's a problem.
Chick Hearn has a statue. How many Clipper statues are out there? And that's no diss on Chick. But if our announcer has a statue, don't you think one Clipper should have a statue?
Yeah,
that's because they're not good enough.
That's because the god Austin Rivers is about to come up, dog. That's
get the fuck out of here! Stop bringing him up. Stop bringing him up in my show. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh man. Well, hey. Anyway, rest in peace to the Clippers. It was great while you guys were popping for those 8 years, and now it's back to obscurity for you guys. And
damn.
Listen, you can't feel bad. You can't feel bad for someone making stupid ass decisions. Okay, that's like saying like, I got this Lambo. You know what, let me trade it in for a fucking 89 Accord.
Fiat. Let me get a Fiat.
I mean, even the Fiat would be an upgrade compared to what they got, because they didn't get shit for Blake Griffin.
Watch them get LeBron next year.
And do what, dog? And go to the conference finals and listen, like you said, Vic, don't start fronting now. You yourself have said it, that if LeBron was in the West, the chances of him going to 7 straight NBA finals probably wouldn't happen. Just off the strength alone of the last 3 years the Warriors were in it, that would have been it. He wouldn't have made it. So as much as you
beat the Warriors, you got to beat the Thunder, you got to beat San Antonio, like chances are you got to beat a good portion of those teams.
And who are you going to be playing with is the question. Like who? Like you're not going to be on OKC. You're definitely not going to be with the Warriors. Not even the Rockets when the Rockets were popping, or the Clippers when they were popping. So that means you would have been with some regular schmegular 6 seed, 7 seed if you weren't a round team, and or the Spurs. You probably would have got washed by the Spurs or the Warriors. So. I take those seven straight finals with a grain of salt, because you're in the weakest conference.
Yeah, yep.
In the NBA.
I told you this for a long time, and you argue with me for so long. But
you're right, Vic. When you're right, you're right.
I try to get back into that. I ain't trying to.
You're right, Vic. When you're right, you're right. Okay. When you're right, you're right. Oh man. Well, anyway, hey yo, did you hear about About El Chapo? He I guess he's gonna come up for his trial, and he finally did a good deed.
What would he do?
He said that he's not gonna murder any of the jurors.
Oh,
he's on
shit.
trial.
Oh, shit. Come on, man.
He's such a nice guy. What do you mean? This is the guy you wanna take to jail for the rest of his life for El Chapo?
The guy that won't kill you for fucking putting him in jail? Come on, man. No, but you know what that is? That's like him saying, I'm not going to murder any jurors means be careful, I'm going to murder a juror.
I'm going to murder some jurors.
Me. Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
You know exactly what the verdict is. Don't worry. Damn, these motherfuckers are wild, yo. Like, it's crazy that you can get that much power just off of selling cocaine. That to me is bananas.
I mean, they say he's one of the richest men in the history of the game, man.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, and that's including. I mean, I don't know if he was as lucrative as Escobar. Probably not, but he literally had walls full of money. Like, no joke, walls full of money.
Oh man, like I couldn't even fathom having that type of money, yo. Like, I get $1,000 and I'm geeked. I can just imagine having imagine you have you don't even you have so much money that you can't even launder it anymore, and you can't put it in banks anymore. You have to start digging holes to put your money in. That's absurd. That is fucking absurd, dog.
That sounds kind of nice to me. I don't know.
But I mean, not even because if you think about it, if you start thinking about it, if you're at the point where you have that type of money and it's so much that you can't do anything with it, that means that there's a lot of heat on you, okay? Because if you got that type of bread legally, that means you can put it in the bank. You got to worry about it. You know what's that? But if you got to hide it, yeah, I don't want those problems, dog. I don't want that. At some point, be like, listen, I'm just gonna do this shit pro bono. Like, don't even worry about it. I'm just gonna fucking fly it out. You don't have to pay me. I'm okay. I got about $3 trillion, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, god damn, man. Yeah, man. We'll see what happens, man. But that non-threat seemed like a fucking threat to me.
Yo, imagine someone dies, but it really wasn't him. He's like, yo, that wasn't me. That wasn't
me.
That wasn't
I promised you.
I told you. I told you. But
I'm telling you, I mean, he's no joke, man. I mean, I wouldn't fuck with him.
Yo,
we see what happens we saw what happened in Mexico when that one cat, some kid on fucking just
it's a YouTube
Instagram
sensation.
A Mexican kid on YouTube just started talking all this
he was out here. He was talking he was talking out of pocket, Vic. He was bugging.
Yeah, he was talking shit about like the current kingpin in Mexico, and they just took care of him just like that.
Yeah, because he was talking some cash shit, Vic. He was like, "Yo, come and find me. I ain't afraid of you." Da 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 da. You pussy. He called him pussy, Vic. He called him straight pussy. You call somebody a pussy on the street and it's on site. What do you think the kingpin of the Mexican cartel is gonna? Because he got real shooters. He got legit real shooters. And that's exactly what they did. They lit his ass up with AK-47s.
Go get the chopper. That's it.
But that's also his fault, his dumb ass, because he posted it online. He posted where he was at. That's no fear, man. That is no fear whatsoever, one bit.
Okay. Call me a pussy. I ain't going to put my name out there like that.
Oh, shit. The crazy thing was they were saying he was cool with the cartel, so I don't know what the hell was going on.
That cool. Not to call the kingpin a fucking pussy.
Not no bitch.
I don't know nobody that cool. I don't know if you just came out and was like, "Hey Vic, you pussy," and it was a serious thing. I don't know if I'd be cool with it.
Like, you just come up and slap the shit out of you like you a bitch. You're like, okay.
You gonna release little sound bites, Vic's a pussy.
Vic's a bitch. Your motherfuckers are getting shot over Supreme hoodies, dog. What do you think is gonna happen if you start talking shit about the kingpin of the cartel? Fucking crazy, man. But yo, man, also, since we're on the night watch here, fucking the People's Court edition of the Buffet Boys. Yo, another story came out, this whole Meek Mill fiasco and him in jail. You were hearing all that crazy shit about how the judge had it out for him and this and that. We had a whole We had our whole
Ask
little
for
tangent.
remixes,
Yo,
this and
that's
that.
yo, and asking for the bended knee remix. Like, I don't want to hear. Who the fuck wants to hear Meek Mill on the bended knee remix to Boyz II Men?
Man, I'll listen to it.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But yo, story came out that one of the jurors asked Meek Mill if they could pay for. No, it wasn't a juror. It wasn't a juror.
It wasn't a juror. It was a clerk.
Clerk. No fact checking over here. Clerk.
No, it was a clerk.
Asked Meek Mill if he would pay for her son's last semester of tuition.
Get the fuck out of here.
What kind
Fuck
of crazy shit is that? Like, yo, as much as I don't like Meek Mill, if you're in jail, right, and you serving time and you know that you're serving time over some bullshit, the last thing I want to hear is some random individual ask me to pay for her kid's fucking school tuition. Yo, who has the balls for that, Vic? Like, who has the balls to be like, yo, he got it. Like, yo, hey, Meek. Hey, listen. It's my son's last year at LaSalle. You think you can front me about 20 G's? What?
And I just gotta say this, Ed. You miss every shot you don't take.
That is very true. That is very true. You're right. You're right, Vic. Listen, you got to shoot your shot. You got to definitely shoot your shot.
I mean,
But
what's the worst that could have happened for her? She just
the
gets
same thing that happened to
on.
her.
Yeah,
No.
that's it.
Hell
Nothing.
no.
Nothing. He goes to jail. Nothing. Nothing's gonna happen to her.
Man, that's fucking crazy, man. Just imagine, Vic. Just imagine someone asking you to fucking pay for, like, someone asked me for the tuition now. If I had to get the fuck out of here.
I'm not saying that she wasn't out of pocket. I'm not saying that she should have done that. But like I said, you gotta shoot your shot sometimes. Like, it's for her kid, so maybe I understand it a little bit, but I wouldn't do it.
Pulling up from 40.
Yeah.
For 3.
Pulling up from your own baseline on that one.
Damn, dog. It's a trick shot from the fucking rafters.
Fucking over 2 backboards. Come on.
But just, yo, what kind of balls you gotta have to just see a guy in cuffs and then ask, like, yo, are you willing to pay for my son's tuition? Like,
not even asked, dog. She had like a typed letter that she then signed with her handwriting. Like she was ready to just like, here you
this
go.
was legit. This
Nice
was
and
legit.
professional.
It's
Yeah.
a professional.
Probably sealed with a kiss, dog.
Just with a kiss and be a P.S. I hate Nicki Minaj. Like, no, come on. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what people are thinking nowadays with. I mean, shit. Like, Meek Mill doesn't even seem like that type anyway.
That would just be painful. Yeah, he isn't. Like, you should have seen the video. This lady should have seen the videos of this fucking clown paying bums to work out, and he'd give him $10. Yeah,
making him do like push-ups for little cash.
So that lets you know he ain't giving money out for free, boo.
Like, if it was like Shaq or like somebody, maybe, because Shaq is a giving guy.
I don't know, man. I just couldn't put myself out there just to ask somebody, hey, yo, can you pay for this? Like, nah.
Maybe if you knew someone famous, maybe, but then it ain't public like that. You know? I don't know, man. That shit sounds fucking bananas to me.
She probably didn't even know who he was. She probably was like a rapper. They told her, like, oh, are you DJ Jazzy Jeff? Like, wait, hold on. Hey, do you got any money? Like, no?
DJ Jazzy Jeff. No. I really like your song Summertime. It's really good.
I love when Uncle Phil used to throw you out of the house. Like, hey, listen, I'm kind of struggling right now, and I'm trying to see if you can pay for my kids' tuition.
My son's trying to go to HBUs. Come on.
Oh fuck, man. Anyway, man, yo, one thing that always kind of tickles me a little bit is like when you see these like childhood memories, right? Actors, actresses, anything that reminds you of when you were a kid, and now that you get older and they're in the news doing some fuck shit, you're like, wow, what? That's fucking crazy. Like, you remember when Pee Wee Herman got caught and he was out here like jacking off
in the fucking theater,
which is kind of crazy, by the way, dog. Like the fact
it was a jack off theater, so I don't know why people got all bent out of shape.
But you know what's crazy is the fact that they even had jack-off theaters. We're like, yo, like, what do you expect people to do? You go watch a fucking X-rated video, they're just gonna sit there and be like, everybody just fucking dick hard in their pants, just watching. Nah, Like that's what they're gonna do. And like in retrospect, compared to the shit that's going on now, that's soft shit, dog. That ain't even fucking. That's nothing, dog. That's a Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, but when that came out, Pee Wee Herman was ridiculed, and you're like, damn, that was Pee Wee Herman, right? That's childhood. Those are childhood memories, and you just thought of, be like, that's fucking crazy. So when I heard this story, I was like, yo, that's fucking wild. And luckily, it wasn't as bad. And I kind of got to give my man props out here in these streets. So the guy who used to play Barney.
Oh shit.
The guy who used to play Barney apparently has his own sex like club or whatever you want to call it.
It's a tantric massage practice. Now, so my man David Joyner started this tantric sex massage practice. By the way, it's women clients only. Just to let y'all know what's going on.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, I get it. If he's doing what I'm about to tell you he does, I would only want to do with women too. But essentially, he tries to align the women's chakras and energy and this and that. And he also has sex, and then he balances the energy with the tip of his penis.
Fucking
in
balances that coochie, dog. Knocks the dust off that shit.
So, I mean, the tantric actually comes from an Eastern practice. It's supposed to be, aligning your center and all this stuff. But it's
like
also
a shaman.
a shaman.
Think of it like a shaman.
It's also very famous for having very interesting sexual components to it, including elongated ejaculations.
Oh shit!
So
speak on that, Vic. What is that? What is an elongated ejaculation?
So if you bust a nut, you get your. I went from very technical, classy words to fucking bust a nut, but anyway,
explain what an elongated ejaculation means, because I'm telling you.
Well, for men is the orgasm. So your orgasm
it's a delayed. It's a delayed.
It's not delayed. It just lasts longer. God. You feel that euphoric moment for longer.
Yeah, so this can only happen to women, because there's no. I don't think I can experience busting a nut for 5 minutes.
I need it out of me. Get the demons out of me.
I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack, yo. Imagine, yo. I'm just thinking of how wild it is when I bust a nut now, and thinking of that sensation for 5 straight minutes and no cum coming out. Yo, we'll pass out, dog. I'll be like, yo, stop, please, stop it.
Stop this,
yo, please. Yo, my dick hurts. Come on, yo.
But no, it also includes
put it back in your mouth.
Elongated orgasms for women.
And I think that's probably
that's what he's promising.
Yeah, I think it's better, right? Because they can. It's different. That orgasm is different.
So this guy, I mean, say what you want. I mean, he's got a pretty good record going right now.
And you know what, Vic? That's the perfect word, man. That is the perfect word to use. Racket. David Joyner is running a 3 to 4 hour, $350 fucking racket.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny that these, I want to say child icons, because Elmo, I don't know. I remember some freaky shit coming out about Elmo too.
Fucking.
He I don't know who he's fucking, but I remember
he's fucking Big Bird.
No, the guy that played Elmo, his voice, apparently he's into some freaky shit too. But now Barney, damn, all right, you're gonna fucking kill everybody's childhood, huh?
Yo, this guy has 30 clients. So Joyner, with his tantric massages practices, he boasts about 30 clients. Or goddesses, as he calls them. You better call them goddesses as much money as they're paying. They're paying you for you to fuck them. Yo, that is fucking crazy.
No, we had a name for that back in the day, Eb. It was called a gigolo. Straight up. I wonder if he has clients that he doesn't have sex with, though. If it's only massage, but I doubt it.
God.
Give me that Barney dick. I can just hear it now. Give me that Barney.
Give me that Barney dick.
Give me that Barney dick.
And then he starts playing that song in the background. Nah.
Girl, I love you.
At the end, dog, at the end of each session, he just plays that shit. Yo, so anyway, he basically this is him. He unblocks their energy for 2 to 4 hours. No, it's for 2 to 4 women a week, Vic, for 3 to 4 hours.
Dang.
And on top of this, not only does he have his little tantric massage practice, he's also a software analyst for Texas Instruments.
He used to be,
which
I think.
Nah. No, he's still currently.
He's out here making little calculators.
Yeah, he graduated from this guy graduated from ITT Tech. I'm telling you right now, that needs to be on these commercials. That's what we need to see. Yo, all that bullshit like, I don't know what I was gonna do, and I graduated from ITT Tech, and now I'm a software analyst for whatever. Nah, dog, I need to hear how
I'm Joyner, and I'm out here fucking bagging 4 girls a week, and they paying me.
I graduated from ITT Tech.
Well, they don't even have ITT Tech anymore. They got
right.
Torn apart. Ain't no more ITT Tech. But yo, I want that education. That's what I want. How to get into that position.
Yo, before ITT Tech, I don't know what I was gonna do. But once I graduated, I became Barney, and now I'm banging fucking 4 to 5 chicks a week. You could do it too. Damn, I didn't. Yo, for real, ITT Tech went under. Yeah, what happened?
Yep.
Why?
Yep. Because they were cheating people. They were cheating.
What do you
people.
mean they were cheating people?
Yo, you know what I'm talking about. With
these yeah. They were scamming basically.
Yeah, they promised all kinds of jobs and shit, and that 90% of our students, graduate and then they get jobs right away, and that's not true. The truth is that like 20% of the students get jobs right out of the trade school. So it's crazy, man. But it's crazy. But
wow,
man, good for him.
That's fucking wild.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good
so what's
for
left?
him.
ICDC? Just fucking Romeo and Master P?
Seriously. I guess that the USC paycheck just stopped and that's it.
You know what's crazy is that if someone told me they graduated from ITT Tech, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, I would be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I don't know, I don't feel like there's a stigma. But if you told me you graduated from ICDC with a straight face, I'd be like, you need to go to school, dog. Like, no, dog. What the fuck they give you your diploma on? A napkin? Get the fuck out of here.
I blame Little Romeo, Eb. I blame Little Romeo. Because what kind of fucking spokesperson is Little Romeo?
ICDC college.
When I saw Little Romeo in these ICDC commercials, I do not see him and the first thought be, this is a well-educated man.
Yo, this is where I need to go. Yo.
Yeah, like, oh man, I could be as smart as him? Nah.
Who was out here like, damn, I want to go to ICDC. Yo, Romeo goes to ICDC. Like, what? Like, no, hey. First of all, Romeo Miller should not be the one to entice you to go to any school.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, yo, you graduate, be like, yo, here's your diploma and a copy of I Got the Hookup.
Hey, I like that movie. You take it easy. You take it easy. I've seen that movie several times.
Yo, all the deans and shit are like all the old rappers from No Limit and shit. The vice president C Murder, and our principal fucking Mia X, Aunt Banks, shit. And our English teacher Master P. I want to congratulate all of you.
The class of
our PE teacher Mystical. I appreciate all the hard work.
Yeah, no, why you throwing shit at Mystical, dog?
Cause fuck Mystical. That's why, yo. Mystical out here raping women for like the last 10 years.
Oh shit!
Fuck
really?
Outta here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck him, man.
This motherfucker raped a chick. He raped like his hairstylist, videotaped it, went to jail, got out, and then he raped again. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, okay. He can't be my.
He's currently in jail, as we speak right now.
Yeah, he can't be my PE coach. No,
Can't be my PE coach at ICDC no more.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
Well, hey,
man.
you know what, man? Just to jump on that real quick, your boy Larry Nasser, he's been in the news for like the last 2 weeks, and he finally got that. He got that judgment, and they sealed that fucking piece of shit's fate. 137 years for all the shit that he did.
God. This is the gymnast. What was he here? Like
He was a team
trainer,
doctor,
team trainer.
Yeah.
For the women's gymnastics.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that guy. He wrote a letter to the judge because he had to sit through every woman that accused him of what he did, which has been proven that he did this to many different women. He had to sit through them, reaccount.
Not women. Girls.
I'm sorry.
They're women now.
They're women now. But he had to sit through them saying whatever they wanted to say to him, which I think is perfectly reasonable.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
He was crying foul, saying that it's not good for his psyche to be listening to all this. I'm just
Fuck
like,
your
what?
psyche.
What?
Fuck your psyche,
I hope
honey.
you hang yourself.
I hope so.
I hope you
I
go
hope
back
so.
into jail. You take your underwear, wrap them around your neck. I don't say this lightly, Ed. I don't.
I know.
Because suicide is not a joke. But when it
man.
comes to people like this, I don't have any problems.
No sympathy.
Problems here. No problems here.
I hope the guys that are fucking you in jail are using absolutely no olive oil and are just going straight raw dog in your ass.
They ain't
for the
leaving
next
soda
hunt.
cans on the ground, so then more guys come in and help them out. Nah, it's
right.
cool. Well, I'm cool. You do whatever you got to do in jail. Make sure he pays for his crimes.
No olive oil. None.
Nope.
None.
No spit,
all in
nothing.
it.
Nothing.
No Coke cans. Don't even let them know what's popping. Just that's the Nassar hour. Yeah, that's what it is.
Damn. That was a weird tangent to go on.
Back to ICDC college.
That was an interesting jump.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, what would happen if they're like, yo, we want the Buffet Boys to be the ICDC spokesperson? Be like, God damn, man, I don't know if I can do this to my people.
Don't listen to episode 54. We'll do it, but don't listen to episode 54. ICDC. I promise.
You want a career in radio? Come to the Buffet Boy fucking class. Buffet Boys Radio 101 at ICDC College.
Oh shit! Intro to podcasting.
Intro to podcasting. Oh shit! Man. Anyway, man, let's move on to the wash segment of this of our podcast.
Yo, we have a lot of the people in these wash segments.
But man, one guy that, as much as I hate when he wants to get out his fucking lane, he is the epitome of the one person that can. He's like, listen, I'm not gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna get out of it, and I'm gonna do what I do. And listen, man, Snoop.
Uncle Snoop.
You know, Uncle Snoop, man. Uncle Snoop
shit.
does not cease to amaze me with everything that he does, man. It's like he wants to, Snoop, I feel like Snoop has so much time on his hands that he doesn't know what to do. And then he'll just come up with shit. He had that show with Martha Stewart. He's out here making movies. He's making fucking those house shoes that he made, that he's making vape pens, all types of shit. Like, yo, Snoop has his hand in everything. The one thing though that kind of gets to me is when he makes his music and he completely goes left, and you're like, nah, man, I don't know where this is gonna end up.
So the Snoop Lion shit, is that what you're talking about?
That was a couple years ago, but what he's doing now trumps even that. So the Snoop Lion album, when that came out, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna listen to that. Apparently, you gave it a shot. I don't know why.
Look, man. Okay, so I don't know if I've talked about this much on the podcast, but I am a lover of reggae music. Reggae is more than Bob Marley. Some of y'all think it's all Bob Marley. It's not.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's
but
not.
Anyway.
If you overstand, it's not.
I appreciate reggae music in its fullest, and I really love it. And I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt that he was being authentic with it. He got
How is he going to be authentic?
But no, because he had many people vouch for him, many reggae legends to vouch for him.
Vic.
So I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. But then I listened to the bullshit he put out, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I won't even listen to it a second time." No.
I heard next to the Legend album, that Snoop Lion album was fire.
Don't you in your fucking life ever, never. You just made me upset right now. I want to stop recording right now. You made me upset.
Yo,
Get the fuck
not
out
fire,
of here.
not hot fire,
No.
not hot fire.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Hell
Vic, just
no.
because listen, you should all off top know, just because someone vouches for you, especially in the industry and music, where people are trying to sell a product.
It was a lot of them, Eb. It was a lot of them.
Vic, Tyrese is gonna drop a rap album, and Dame Dash is vouching for this shit. Okay, so that don't mean much to me.
Yeah, but I feel like I can grease Dame Dash's pockets a little bit, and I can get put on.
Let me ask you a question: who was vouching for this man's album?
Fully Fullwood.
To drop?
Pretty much all the Marleys. Shit, it was a whole bunch of people, man. It was Augustus Pablo vouched for him. I can't, man. I can't.
What about Pablo? What about Pablo Moses? Moses was out in these streets?
I don't know about Pablo Moses, but Augustus Pablo did vouch for him, and I don't know, man.
So let me ask you a question then. If all these reggae artists who have been immersed in the culture since they were a seed are vouching for that album,
they weren't vouching for the album. They were vouching for him. They were saying that they believe
he's just a stand-up guy. What the fuck? What is this?
That he has
The
the
Sopranos?
best intentions in immersing himself in the culture and producing a respectful album to the culture of reggae.
Well, that
Like
last
I watched the documentary too before I listened to the album.
Bamboozled the shit out of you, Vic.
But I got bamboozled big time. Big time.
Vic, the problem is you should learn, okay? When people start talking about how he's a stand-up guy, chances are he's not a stand-up guy, Vic. How many mobster movies have you seen to let you know that that's not the way it works?
Well, you see, I don't think that he's not a stand-up guy, even despite that album.
Talking about music.
I just think that he's full of bullshit when it comes to music now. Like, he'll do anything to sell another album.
Yeah, man. So, listen, he literally just dropped an album, I would say about 3 months ago, called Make America Crip Again.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And before that, he dropped another album. I think it was 187. So, so listen, when you have 187, and then when you have Make America Crip Again, naturally,
very reggae
the next step,
principles, very Rasta principles, you know.
But before that, okay, after that, right?
Okay.
So, after those two albums come out, and those albums literally just came back. The most obvious next step would be to drop a gospel album, right? I mean, it goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand.
No way! Get the fuck out of here! You serious?
It goes hand in hand, Vic. You drop the Never Left album, where he's standing in front of the 187 highway sign.
Nah.
And then you drop the Make America Crip Again album. You know what I mean? And those are just teasers. That means you just rubbing on it from the outside of the jeans. That's all that is, right? You gotta get them wet, and then bang, you hit them with the gospel album. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what Snoop is about to do. He is gearing up to drop a gospel fucking album.
And, I mean, he is becoming the Creflo Dollar of the hip hop.
Oh shit!
He is, like, he'll do and say anything just to get another listener, another follower. I like Snoop, man. I like him.
I like Snoop too, man. You gotta love Uncle Snoop, but yo,
there's no denying that he is a pillar in the West Coast rap game. Yeah. For what he's provided to the game itself.
Epitome of West Coast hip hop.
But I can't vouch for this bullshit he's coming out with. I mean, I don't know,
man. Snoop is on some shit, dog. He's smoking He definitely smoking that ooh wee. He probably saw the light. He probably got
bang.
blow. He's like, yo. So the album's is titled Snoop Dogg Presents the Bible of Love.
Get the fuck out of here.
And hey, listen, if you are ready to hear some of these Crippin gospel hymns, then at the 19th annual Super Bowl gospel celebration, which is actually being filmed tomorrow, as a matter of fact, Vic.
Okay.
Who wouldn't know? You'll actually be able to listen to a couple of the joints on the album.
I'm good.
Yeah, so if you want to see it, it's an hour-long show. It's going to be on BET on the 3rd, this Saturday. And then on Sunday, February 4th. Damn, it's like we're talking shit, but yeah, we're plugging it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm good on both the counts.
I don't try to listen to shit.
I don't want to listen to Snoop Dogg. I don't want to watch that gospel show. I'm good. We good.
Yo, I don't like how do you go from that to just all of a sudden saying like, yo, I want to drop a gospel album? Like, yo, cuz, you ever been touched by the Lord?
For sure, though, Luke.
You feel me? Yeah. Oh man. God damn, yo. Like, what the fuck? Like, again, like, can you really talk shit about someone wanting to do something as positive as this?
Yes. Yes, you can.
If it's Snoop.
Yes, you can. If he's not doing it for the right, if he's not doing it for the right reasons, you can't co-sign it. You can't co-sign it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. You're right. I mean, listen, if he drops his gospel album, he can't drop no gangster shit after this.
I mean, he's going to.
But I'm just saying, you can't go that lane and then switch back and be like, it's like Mace. Look at what happened to Mace. He became a pastor and he came back to murder Mace.
No, but listen, reggae is heavily bound with Rastafarianism, or Rastafari, I should say, because that's, Anyways, reggae is bound with Rastafari, and it's heavily. It's religious. Just the music is religious. Reggae music is. So he went back from that. So what's telling you? What is the pattern, man? What's the pattern?
Well, listen. The point. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, okay, but that guy was never really immersed in the culture. Don't matter. Like that. Don't matter. I mean, I think he wanted to. This guy's probably been a Christian all his life.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. I'm just saying, you definitely can't. If you drop a gospel album, which is specifically talking about God, the last thing I want to hear about is you kicking hoes out of your room, twisting up that ooh wee, and busting your guns.
Bang bang.
Like, I don't want to hear none of that. You can't be dipping down, Compton Boulevard. Okay, that's gonna happen.
Man, the pastor probably smoked me too, Em. You know it.
Yo, this is gonna be the holy rolling 60 Crips. Nah, man. Not gonna happen, man. Listen, you gotta let that shit go.
Oh,
but I mean, hey, it's already in the works. It's already done. Like, I didn't know who sat in here. Be like, you want to drop a what? Oh, let's do it. Like Kurt Franklin was just like, I want to do this with you. I want to do this with you, Snoop. I feel it. And then you can't drop another album. Like, that's it.
He's gonna.
You got to stick to that lane. You can't.
He's going to. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna burst the bubble. It's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
All right, you heard her here first. Vic is making his prediction. This gospel album is gonna come out, and then 2019.
Yep.
You're gonna get the Crip Chronicles, Volume 1 by Snoop. Oh shit, man! But yo, hey, another one of your favorite rappers of all time. Yo, did you see Flava Flav get his ass fucking mollywopped in Vegas?
Yeah, man. You sent it to me a couple times, but for some reason the links weren't working. But I finally got to it, and he fucked up somehow. That's the only way you get beat up like he did. He got hit with a 2-piece, no biscuit, and the guy was standing over him. He could have fucked him up even worse. Yeah,
yo, and first of all, I'm like, yo, what is Flava Flav doing in a regular ass casino? Because he had he was just he was at the Rio or some shit, getting his ass tossed the fuck up by some random ass white guy.
Eb, he had a Groupon, Eb. He had a Groupon.
He got that Groupon.
Yeah. $29 Group, man.
He got that living social deal. Like, yo, one night at the Rio, all you can eat buffet. Yo, but listen, Flava Flav got his ass mopped.
Oh, shit.
Mopped. And apparently, the way the story goes, Flava Flav was talking very reckless about this guy's mom, and he got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
And like I told you, watching the video, the way he was getting his ass kicked, you only get your ass kicked like that when you've done something foul.
Yeah.
Very rarely does someone get their ass kicked just cause for that reason. Like, the way he was getting them hands, he must have said some foul shit or he must have did something foul.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, I mean, if you talk about somebody's mama, that's on site, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you got to catch the hands, right? I mean, that's...
Listen, we're running the fade. You catching the fade at that moment. Like, there
I gotta
is no
defend my
ifs,
mama.
ands, or
For
buts.
real, like, I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So...
Absolutely.
So if he said something foul, you did put a caveat on it, though, Eb. You did put a disclaimer on where's Flava Flav could still be in the right, but I doubt that it was that. You said that if Flava Flav reacted to that guy's mom being racist, then maybe he gets a pass. And
absolutely,
and he does get a pass if that's the case, but I think we would have heard about that by now. I think he just took his ass whooping and kept it pushing.
As I said, this guy he wasn't at the Rio. He was actually, but again, facts don't matter. He was at the South Point Casino.
Oh,
even
shit,
worse.
That's Old Town Vegas for sure. For sure, that's Old Vegas.
That's on the outskirts, yo. That's like in the suburbs.
No, that sounds like a liquor store where they just have some fucking slot machines outside
that
of
sounds
Vegas.
like a casino out here. That sounds like the casino out here in fucking Long Beach. I'm at the bicycle casino. I'm going to Morongo.
Hey, that's a theater in Morongo, right?
Damn. So apparently said the man beat the shit out of him because the best Flav insulted his mom. He said he was disrespecting his mom. And the funny thing is that when this guy started throwing these hands, Flava Flav just went straight to the ground. He didn't even he's stating. Said that he pulled a groin muscle.
Oh, come on now.
He went down to the ground as this man was Ugandi Howard.
Look.
Which doesn't sound white to me.
I want to give him...
It doesn't sound like a white man to me, actually.
Look, I would have gave him the out if he would have said, you know what? I was drunk as fuck. He looked like he was about to punch me,
and I pulled the
went
muscle.
down.
And I pulled the groin muscle.
Yes, maybe. Nah, just say it. Look, I was drunk. I went down. I don't know what happened. But to say that, fucking pulled a groin muscle, and that's why I fell, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck, just run that fade, get your ass beat, and then shut the fuck up.
Yo, but he got mollywopped.
He did.
I've seen that.
But he's 150 years old. What is he doing?
He's 150 years old wearing fucking Ed Hardy jackets. What the fuck? You get your ass kicked for that alone, sir.
Come on now, the casino like that, there's probably tons of Ed Hardy jackets.
Damn. Well, all I'm saying is the way he got his ass kicked, and are we gonna stop disrespecting the legends or what?
Nah.
Because
Nah. Yo, certain things, Ed, you gotta run the fade. And if you talk about mama, you gotta run the fade.
And this is a legend, though. Don't
matter. I don't care.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't care.
All I'm saying is, listen, if you person your lips up to talk some shit about someone's mom, you have to be ready to fight.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Like, the minute you cross that line and you be like, man, tell your fat fucking mama to get the fuck out my face, tell her to go suck your second daddy's dick. Like, it sounds like it's a rap. It's your second daddy's dick, not your first daddy, your second daddy.
Damn.
Because we don't know who. They said 3 guys shot up her club. We don't know who. You might have all 3 of you.
Hey, you're really going with this bit, huh? You're running with this bit. All right.
I'm running with it, sir. Like Lynn Swan. I caught it. I'm out. Oh, man. But yeah, man, I guess, I don't know, man. We got to stop this. Listen, between Snoop doing gospel albums and this guy getting his ass kicked, they started thinking like, yo, when are these fucking young kids gonna start doing some fuck shit? And these kids are always doing some fuck shit, but we just don't call them out on it. But finally, someone finally took some shots back. Because you know what? I've been listening to a lot of these old heads, and outside of a couple of them, some of these guys are really vouching for these young rappers. You know, it's like it's new, it's the new music. You know, it's not us, and it's evolving, and da 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 da. But you know what it is? TS running trizzies all day. The God Fat Joe came out and listen. He's out here putting the word out, and he basically said that Lil Uzi Vert is just a bad version of Lil Wayne. He said it's not as good as Lil Wayne, and just to be honest with you, he's good and I like his songs, but he's just a bad version of Lil Wayne.
Well, Ed, like, I'm glad that I actually read up on that, because my first reaction was, he's dissing Lil Wayne. Because that's how little I think of fucking Lil Uzi Vert. That's how little I think of his skill. I think he's fucking terrible. And I don't think Lil Wayne is the best of all time. Like, people love Lil Wayne. There's some, I fuck with some of his shit, but I don't really get the appeal.
I mean,
on why people.
Lil Wayne has some heat, Vic.
He has some heat, but
don't front.
I wouldn't put him up there top 20 of all time.
Maybe not top 20, but he's in the top. He's in the top. He's a rapper that you would have to put in the mix.
People are talking reckless like he is top 20, like he's top 10 sometimes.
I don't know about top 10.
People, don't act like you haven't heard people talk reckless like that.
Top 10 MCs or just top 10 rappers? Because I'm putting MC and rapper in two separate categories.
He's not an MC. He's a rapper. So
I would probably put him in top 20 rapper.
I probably wouldn't. You know, I probably wouldn't.
Top 20 rapper.
Anyway,
the point is, the man has contributed some shit to this game.
Fair enough.
Right?
I agree with that.
His craft and how he's kind of changed the game, because he did change the game, however you want to put it. Okay. He did change the game. He was one of the first, Southern rappers to come out from Louisiana that actually could spit some shit. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
And he changed the game. He changed the game for a lot. Now some are saying he kind of birthed a little bit of this mumble rap. He was part of the creator. But the one I agree with Joe, and I kind of don't agree with Joe, because by saying that Lil Uzi Vert is just a bad version of Lil Wayne would kind of imply that Lil Uzi Vert is in that realm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I don't think he is. Like, this kid's been around for a year and a half, and he has 2 songs. Like, Lil Wayne has been around for fucking 15 years and
longer,
has broken all types of records. Oh yeah, longer. That's right. He's been since he was like fucking 16.
When was Back That Ass Up, Eb? 1991.
91. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Oh, 99, dog. Get out of here.
Okay.
Ain't nobody was to Back That Ass Up in 91, dog.
99. I'm sorry.
Yo,
99.
I'll tell you right now. If Back That Ass Up came out in 1991, that shit would have had the streets on fire, Vic.
It still had the streets on fire. It still has the streets on fire right now.
For sure. In 99, though, that sound?
Yeah, that's true.
Man. Damn. But anyway, yeah, you're right. He's been around, 99? So what, about almost 16 years? 17, 18 years. 19 years almost.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Damn near 2 decades. Yep. So to even kind of mention him in that same breath, I don't see it. I don't see it.
I mean, it's,
you know what I mean?
I'm sure that fucking probably made his day to even be put in the same breath. Just like, didn't XXX Tentacion fucking say he was better than... Are we still talking
about this guy?
Huh?
He said he was better than Tupac.
He said he's better than Tupac. What the fuck is wrong with him?
That motherfucker said he was better than Tupac. He said, don't compare me to that motherfucker. Like, really?
I don't...
You should be happy to even be compared to somebody like Tupac. Well, first of all, who the fuck is comparing you to Tupac?
He is. He's comparing himself.
Did you compare yourself to Tupac? Because I don't know nobody putting you in that category, sir. Nobody. Not one fucking person. These kids are just saying whatever they want to say, Vic. Just talking reckless.
It's disrespect. It's constantly happening. And, I mean, I guess it goes both ways, right? Like, we constantly shit on the fucking new music. And there's some shit that's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. There's some shit that's catchy. A lot of the beats are fucking fire nowadays.
Yeah, they are.
But
yeah, they are. You can say that again.
But it's not balanced. It's not a balanced, like, project. Like, the beats are fire, but a lot of times the fucking follow-up is not. The fucking flow is not. The content of the flow is not. Here's the one thing I've been thinking about, and this is kind of my stance on the new music. When we look back at the music we like, the shit that, you know, we were vibing with, we know what has stood the test of time. We have forgotten a lot of the shit that wasn't. There's going to be shit that stands the test of time from this era, maybe not a whole lot, but we don't know yet. So I think we should just give it a shot, let whatever fades out, fade out. Whatever sticks. Because Kendrick's going to stick. I mean, we started the show with Kendrick music because 2017 was his year. He just won 2 Grammys.
5 Grammys.
5 Grammys. There you go. 2 plus 3. It's 5.
That's what he was saying. You got 2 Grammys plus the others.
Exactly. But
you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're right. The music stands the test of time. Mm-hmm. That's what greatness is. But if you've been out for a year, even 2 years, don't be comparing nobody to any of these dudes.
Look,
okay,
it's a part.
And I respect Fat Joe because Fat Joe been around since like fucking 88.
but look, Ed, like, I don't see anything wrong with saying you're the greatest rapper alive. I don't see anything wrong with that, even if you're a fucking SoundCloud rapper that ain't made it yet. I don't see anything wrong with that. But when you start putting
hip hop was built on.
Yes, exactly. It's a cornerstone of the hip hop. But when you start putting names, when you know you shouldn't do that, when you know your skill does not compare to theirs yet, maybe you have maybe you have the potential to do that. But when you're not there yet, don't put other people, other rappers, other musicians in your mouth.
Nick, I told you. We talked about this before.
What?
All this is just to get some buzz. It's this new age of Instagram popularity, which is what am I going to get to? What do I have to do to get more retweets, more fame outside of the actual music and craft, right? Well, instead of fucking grinding and trying to be like, yo, you listen to real hip hop? Yo, check this out, right? You go out and you rob a fucking Wingstop. Instead of putting out music, you know, so that everyone can hear, nah, you're a fucking weirdo and you shave your eyebrows and then you say that you're better than Tupac.
You get a fucking tree tattoo in the middle of your face.
Yeah, you do that kind of stupid fucking shit, which, by the way, bro, listen, in the next, like, 5-10 years, if you really want to run with this look, hey, so be it. If that's who you really, really are. Mm-hmm. But in the next 5-10 years, I don't think you're going to want to have no eyebrows, a fucking tree in the middle of your forehead, and looking like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? So these kids need to think about their future, dog, because some of this shit isn't going to last. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see XXX Tentacion being around for the next 10-15 years.
Yeah, I don't
see it. I don't see that longevity. So listen, my man, if you feel, hey, listen, all I can tell you, dog, is ICDC is always accepting applications.
You know what, Ev? I think this is a good segue to our Grammy talk, man. So like we were saying, Kendrick won 5 Grammys. And,
Cinco.
You know, the one thing that I had to catch, because I didn't watch it live, I just caught kind of some things that happened afterwards, caught the YouTube videos of it. But one thing that I did catch was the Pasadena great himself, Ed. One of my friend's brothers was on stage with Gambino playing the bass. Thomas Drayton, Pasadena's own, was on bass, and it was cool because I'm friends with his sister, and I saw on Facebook, she's like, oh, he's about to come on right now. So I fucking flipped the channel. It was good to see it, man. But I think it's interesting that this is what musicians aspire to, or certain musicians. Like, I get it. It's nice to be recognized, but in my opinion, a lot of like musicians that are in it for the music, I don't know, man. They don't really care if Grammy or not. But yeah. I mean, it's interesting, man. It's interesting because it's like a double-edged sword, right? Like I'm saying, like, it's nice to be recognized, but I don't know, man. People that are hurt that they don't win for this or that reason or not get nominated, it happens every year.
I mean, but let's keep it funky. I kind of feel like the ones who won deserve to win. The only person I don't think deserved to win, and I'm not sure if you saw this part or if you even know who these people are, but the best new artist went to this girl named Alicia Cara, who came out like a few years ago. She's actually really, really dope. But I'm thinking that SZA should have won because SZA had a dope fucking album. But other than that, I think everything else was on point. Damn deserved to win. Kendrick deserved to win those 5 Grammys that he was nominated for.
I was
like,
really
hands
surprised.
down.
I thought they were going to pull some fuckery and give the best rap performance to the Migos. I'm not that I think it deserved it, but I thought that's what was going to end up happening because there's certain things that sway the vote, and a lot of that has to do with popularity. Yeah.
Now, the one thing that I kind of felt a little like, and even Wifey was kind of like, you know what? Yeah, I can see that. Kendrick won best hip hop song for Humble. Now, Humble was a dope fucking record, but come on, Vic, let's keep it all the way 100. Let's keep it a buck. You know, we're California, Los Angeles natives through and through. But Cardi B should have really won that Grammy because Bodak Yellow was cooking the streets
and the charts
for months, and it's still and the charts. And she broke records as the first female hip hop artist to have a #1 single in like 20 fucking years. Come on. Listen, Humble was a dope album, and again, he won it. That's cool. But in my opinion, the best hip hop song of the year that was out, that had everybody was singing that shit, Vic. White girls, Latinas, doesn't matter who it was, little girls, guys, bumping it, dog. Everyone was hearing Bodak Yellow. Bodak Yellow should have won best hip hop song of the year.
You know what?
Hands down.
I agree with you. There's something about that song, man. It's fucking fire. It just is. It's just one of those things. Now, if you're gonna ask me whether I think she's gonna be relevant this year, probably not. Maybe a little bit.
Who knows? Everybody said that about the Migos when they came out with Versace.
Okay. All right, 5 years.
Now look at them.
Is she gonna be a household name? Because 5 years is not that long.
Save that bread.
Yes, she better stack that bread. Hopefully, from
bread.
what I heard, Kodak is taking a good chunk because he wrote half of it, right?
Oh, whatever.
He wrote the most of it. From what I hear, but whatever she's getting, because I know she got some fat stacks off of it. She better save it, man, because she gonna get a little buzz for her album. You know, I'm sure she sold a good amount of albums. She gonna sell whatever she sells from now on. Just stack up your chips, and I mean, hopefully she comes up with some good shit. I'm not trying to,
or comes up or does something with it, like flip it. Like, listen, do you want to be Paul Wall, or do you want to be Mike Jones? Ask yourself. do you want to have the 3 hottest songs, in 1 year and then fucking go off into obscurity, or do you want to be Paul Wall, who's still respected to this day and is making grills?
Oh shit!
I'm just saying. Or do you want to be Jaquan? You want to be Jaquan?
I don't even know who Jaquan is.
Dog, you know who Jaquan is. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Get out of here, Vic. What do you mean? Right. So do you want to be Jaquan, or do you want to be Little Bow Wow? Someone who's just like, damn, Little Bow Wow's he's still getting money. I don't know what Jaquan is. For all I know, Jaquan's working at a Nordstrom's.
Oh, shit, dog.
So, listen, man, the Grammys were dope. It was pretty cool. Now, the one thing I had an issue with, Vic, for the Grammys was the singer by the name of Camila Cabello, came out and, you know, she said some pretty positive shit. You know, she was talking about dreamers and how her family, you know, her mom and dad were Mexican and Cuban immigrants, and that's all well and good. Mm-hmm. Now, she did say one thing that I was like, okay, you need to chill, Ma. You're making it hot for us right now. Like, relax. You're bugging right now.
What was it?
She basically, well, no, she didn't basically say. She actually said that this country was built by dreamers. And I was like, hold on. Chill. Relax. Hold on. Listen, you making the block hot, man. Listen, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nah.
Don't put that light on us. We don't want that
chill, shit. Chill. Listen, you need to revise history because America wasn't created fucking in the Obama term. Okay? Like, relax. And, you know, listen, people were giving her flack. And one person that I disagree with almost, I would say 90% of the time, Tariq Nasheed. If you don't know who Tariq Nasheed is, look him up. But he basically said, like, yo, someone needs to kind of school this girl and remind her that this country was built by slaves on the back of slaves.
Yeah.
And I see nothing wrong with that comment, and I actually agree with it 100%. So to go out and say that, yo, this country is built on dreamers, listen, you need to chill. I know what you're trying to do, but you can't be saying shit like that because that is that's farthest from the truth.
You know what? I mean, it sounds like she had the best intentions, right? And I hate to jump on her for that, but as long as people are educating her, letting her know, I mean, she should already know this.
Yeah, she was talking like she knew it. So,
I mean, she should know that that's not the case. That what she said is not the facts.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the facts are that this country was built on the backs of people that were enslaved.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Now,
what we know it to be now, what we currently know it to be now, and how this country was developed, slaves were probably the number one factor in creating this country in regards to wealth, right? And what it currently is now. It was free labor. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
It was enslavement. I don't want to call it free labor because then people skew it and, you know, they think, oh, you know, it's all sweet. But nah, it was slavery on the backs of people that had no option but to do what you told them to do.
Listen, the pyramids weren't built by people who were getting paid. They were built by slaves.
Yeah. So I mean, I hope that most people are trying to come at her with the facts and less with the, you know, judgment. And because honestly, it sounds like she was going for a positive thing, but she just had her facts all backwards.
Well, this is my problem. You know? If you're going to be on stage at the Grammys in front of millions and millions of people, like we talk shit on this podcast and facts sometimes don't matter. And it's what it is, what it is. However, if I'm going to be at the Grammys in front of all those people, I need to make sure that what I am saying is accurate. Even if I had the best intentions, because I know she had the best intentions of trying to speak up for dreamers and saying, hey, we need to fight for them. However, when you start coming out saying that this country was built by dreamers, and I don't know if maybe she was trying to kind of, I don't know, put that tag on slaves, because I don't think these people wanted to leave their country. I don't think they were dreaming of looking for a new home. It doesn't work that way. They were kidnapped, tortured, raped, and they built a country.
The problem I have with it, the only reason why I kind of would give her a little bit of a hard time is that it wasn't an off the cuff like reaction to a question she wasn't prepared for. Yeah. This was a prepared speech.
Well, even
so, so she had time to make sure her speech is right. So I mean, you're right. She should have realized, like, hey, I'm gonna go step in front of in front of the world, because a lot of people watch the Grammys from all over the world. So to at least have the basics down is pretty important. and that's pretty basic.
Yeah.
It's a pretty basic knowledge, facts that we have.
Blue Ivy was out here like, chill, man. What are you doing? Like,
Again with the Blue Ivy.
You need to revise your facts.
It. I get it. It was cute. I get it.
Shh, chill. She was like, Beyonce, Mom, relax. Oh, relax. It's the rock. Okay, John, kick. As they say in Baldwin Park, kick back, fool. Right? Oh shit! I had to drop that gem.
Oh shit! You had me fucking fall out from the mic, dog. Oh wow! Oh, chill out, fool.
Hey, fool. Hey, dog,
stop playing, fool. Oh shit! Damn it! Oh, now you're making my skin crawl right now.
Stupid.
That ain't us. That ain't. Stop. Don't make me.
Shit. Yo,
don't make me use the ones that you don't like, Eb.
Listen, man. I love my people, but god damn, yo, when I hear some of this shit, I'm like, ooh, oh, it should be making my skin crawl. I'm like, oh shit, let me jump out my skin and jump back in, cause god, oh, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
So, Eb, you know, it's good to see Kendrick bring a couple more banners back to LA. But I mean, since we're on the music tip right now, I think we got to talk about maybe one of the most influential producers,
iconic
musical minds in the history of music.
That's right.
Like, I honestly, I can't think of a more influential person to music than the very Quincy Jones. Right? Like, when you think Quincy Jones, you think music right away.
Music. You think Michael Jackson, you think Thriller, you think Off the Wall, you think everything. Anything that comes along with music,
you also
been
think
in the
Rashida
game.
Jones. You also think Kidada Jones. Ooh. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off into my own. I'm going off into my own world right now. That's for later. Anyway,
for that fake app.
Oh shit! Like, we're even gonna talk about it today.
You go jump on Reddit like, hey, can you make Rashida Jones?
Oh shit! Anyway, hey, stop! We're not even gonna do that story today. But anyway, Quincy Jones actually did an interview with GQ magazine, and he was saying some spicy ass shit.
Hey, listen, when you're his age, you can. It ain't even spicy at his age no more. It's just bland, just regular shit.
It ain't spicy for Quincy, I'll tell you that much. But he was out here talking about he's got hoes in different area codes. I
got hoes. I got hoes.
He was saying he has his Cairo chick, he has his Rio chick, he has his Chicago chick.
Talk that shit.
Saying that he seriously has women all across. He said he had a girl in Cambodia.
Nah.
She was wild. I don't know. It was something like that.
Yeah, no, he said he had a gang of broads in Brazil. That's for sure.
Yeah, he did. So, I mean, he loves them Brazilians, I guess.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Big. He said Cape Town, Cairo, Stockholm. She coming next week. Brazil, Sao Paulo, Rio, Shanghai, Vic, Shanghai. Woo. Shanghai, Vic.
He said she's bad. The one from Shanghai is bad.
Yeah, he said he got a girl. He said he got a girl from Shanghai. Man, woo! Listen, man. And all I kept thinking was that Jay-Z "Girls" video, big. Just like damn. Yo, old ass Quincy Jones is out here like a silk robe, just fucking banging these chicks out.
My Mexican chick makes me arroz con pollo.
An appetite for destruction, but I scraped the plate.
Yeah, shit. But you know what, Ev? I mean, if you're Quincy Jones, you're doing it right, right? If you're doing what he's doing, like, in my opinion, I don't look down on him for doing whatever he's doing.
Ah, man, he's so old at this point, he can do whatever he wants to do.
Man, at any point, you can do that. As long as people know what your game is, I don't have any qualms with it.
None. And the funny thing is, they asked him, yo, would you ever consider dating someone your own age? And listen, I fuck with Quincy Jones, man. Because off top, he almost like, would you ask me a dumbass question like that? Say, you gotta be kidding me, man. He said, I got me some technology out there that keep fat and old away from here. Keep all bitches away from me. What the fuck am I gonna be doing out here fucking Joy Bearheart and the chick from the Golden Girls? Man, please.
You see, that's why I said it was spicy, yeah? Because he got some heat for it before the interview even came out.
Yeah, he did.
He had to apologize, Eb. He had to apologize. I don't know why he did it. Look, this is a problem. I don't know why he did it. If that's his preference, who the fuck cares?
That's what I'm saying.
If you're old woman, you really think you had a chance with Quincy to begin with? The fuck out of here! Come
on, man.
If you're a big chick, I mean, he might be into that. Who knows? But what are the chances? What are the chances that he's into not like beautiful model types? all the money he got. What are the chances of that?
Listen, if you're 80 and you're dating an 80-year-old, because you had to settle. Okay, that's because that's your only option.
Yeah, that's in your ballpark.
Okay,
yo, Quincy Jones built the ballpark. Yeah, he built it, and then he built the city around it.
Yeah,
listen. You can't just. It's not a line for you to feel upset about his preference. Yeah, that's not a line.
Nah, that's bullshit. First of all, how are you gonna be flying 80-year-olds from fucking Brazil? Imagine that shit. A, that's a waste of airfare. 2, she might die on the plane ride. 3, who got time for that? It's Quincy Jones. This man gave us Thriller. Let this man fuck whoever he wants to fuck. Unless he's not like forcing women or like drugging them and then going on tour and trying to do comedy shows, then I don't care.
But it seems like he's up front with it.
Yeah, he said all 22 of his girlfriends know about each other. That's some pimp shit.
There you go. There you go. I mean, it is what. Speaking of pimp shit, I mean, another part of the interview was when he met the Pope. He saw his fly ass burgundy wingtips when he had to kiss the Pope's ring, which is also some pimp shit. And he literally let that slip out of his mouth. He's like, "Oh shit, you got some pimp shoes on." Here in these streets. And apparently the Pope heard him. And, hey, like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the popes, they had a line with their dressing. Francis, thankfully, he's not like that. But
yeah, some of those popes do be getting wild, man. Some of them look like they could be in the Players Ball, like straight up. Versace. But yeah, man, listen, I fuck with Quincy Jones, straight up. And this apology, listen, Quincy, you ain't got to apologize for that,
man. Stuff your sorries in the sack, my man.
Yeah, man. Listen, you gave us Thriller. You gave us Off the Wall, along with countless other records and music. And didn't he produce fucking The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I think he did. I think he was part of that.
I think so. I think you're right.
And you gave us Rashida Jones. You know what I mean? Like,
and Kidada. Don't forget about Kidada. Don't forget. I love me Rashida Jones, but man, Kidada's fucking mad fly.
Listen, Vic is on the fake app right now trying to see how he can get the schematics on it.
Stop with the fake app. We need to talk about that next week.
Nah, you gotta give him a teaser. You gotta give him a teaser.
Put it in for a little bit and take it back out.
Yeah, real quick. Just kind of tap it on the outside. This is it for you, man. Listen, you playing hard to get.
Hit the little man on the boat a couple times.
Like, Yeah. How you like that? Oh, you just want the tip? Nah, I ain't even gonna give it to you. Nah, I ain't even gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to you, man. Nah, I ain't even gonna do that.
Oh, man. But, man, Ed.
We'll leave you with blue, instead of blue balls. I'm gonna give you blue ovaries, boo. I'm out of here.
And that's our show for this week. You can find us on social media, Buffet_boys on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find us on our website, BuffetboysPodcast.tk, because we can't afford a .com yet. But hey, you know what it is? It's Buffet Boys, UML Network. We out here.
That's right. Episode 54. All right? That fucking back when America was really great. All right? 54. Best time ever.
Jesus Christ.
Okay? Yo, you know what it is? It's the Buffet Boys. Okay, shout out to the UML Network. Shout out to everyone on there. Check us out on the the Midwest Radio. No,
the real Midwest Radio.
Check us out. Check us out on that. Okay, I'm out. I've been sipping. I'm sorry. Anyway, yo, listen. It's the Buffet Boys. Yo, so we gonna be back next week. As always, podcasting for the culture, bringing more knowledge for your brain, more culture for your soul, and more bullshit for you. It's your boy, the Salvador Sensation, Eb.
It's your boy, Vic.
Peace.